It's Sunday. It's 8 o'clock. It is stream time. Hi, folks. Welcome back to Conan Exiles and Happy Easter for everyone who celebrates Easter. Happy Easter to you. Let's see. Lots of activity as always in the chat. Let's see who was first. Beck the Tinkerbot was first this week. Happy Easter, everyone. Indeed. Happy Easter, Beck. John Stone was second. Hello to you, Ian Ogg. Ostera, greetings from a true pagan. Oh, nice one, Ian. Good to see you. Bandy B. Beck says, I went to church today and I hope everyone else had a blessed Sunday. Oh, thank you very much, Beck. You too. Suburban Dad Gaming. Happy Easter. And on this Easter Sunday, I do believe Sesame finished up his most recent No Man challenge. Congrats, Seth. Thanks for all the rest of us. Come along for the ride. Yeah, I saw something on Discord about his finished. I've watched his video up as far as the Well of Skelos run. The Well of Skelos is a hard run to do solo, that's for sure. But yeah, I think that was the last piece he needed. So it's just a case of finishing off, making the keystone, and leaving the Exile lands. It's been great to see Sesame doing the run along with various members of this chat here, this community here, who have been dipping their toes into the nomad lifestyle, which has been really good to see. The Bearded Phoenix, hello to you. How are you? Robert Mannix, how are you, sir? Enoch says, I saw a sign in a shop that says watch repairs here. I stood there for about 30 minutes and didn't see a single one. Oh dear, they've started already. Oh no. Zarmal, good evening. Angara chat, happy Easter to all. Campfire Clowns, hello Max, how are you? Good evening to see you. Congrats to Sesame for finishing his Nomad challenge, indeed. Gromdal Granite Hand, hello to you. Outdo Gaming, hello my duck, how are you? Six Badges, bonsoir mon ami. Good to see you. Trip FDW, good to see you as well. DC Weston, hello from Washington DC. Sheriff Noman, good evening and happy Easter. Hello to you. John Lehman, good to see you. Joe Kim, good to see you. Monkey Balls, good to see you. Game Labs, hello Game Labs, how are you? I've caught up and watched the remainder of your stream from Friday night. Sheriff says, don't forget to give Anger an Easter like. Yes, as we say here, smash that like button gently. Don't want any broken screens. Kenneth Brenner, good to see you. Dark Crow 7, hello there. Trying to take 30 minutes to say hi. I'm trying my best. Let's see who's all saying good hello to each other. Lots of people. Monkey Balls is saying, anyone know when the new patch is coming out? I haven't actually seen an actual date. I hear it being referred to as the April patch, but I haven't actually seen an actual date for it yet. What? There's not that long. There's only what, a week and a half of April left, so I'm going to say it's going to come out either next week or the week after. Let's see. Howdy, Robert. Naughty, how are you, Naughty? Good to see you. Lost Realm of the Folkier. Been a while. Hello to you. Kathy Ann, hello to see you. Good to see you. Angelo here again. What's up, party people? Hello. Robert's saying a lot of echo with your sound. But John Lehman saying it doesn't have any echo. Is there a problem with the sound? Beck saying got the Ghostian DLC stuff and started over on Exiled Lands since there was nothing left to do. Cool. Dan Irvin, good to see you. Really enjoy you doing 2 new runs, both Exile and Sipta, inspired by your new series, Anger. I guess the stream is on Exiled Lands and the actual series is on Sipta at the moment. Six Badges also says sound is fine with me. Oh, okay. So maybe it's an issue at Robert's end. No echo, Andy Norris. Sounds fine for me, says Furo. Okay, cool. Sound is perfect. Cool. I Camphor Cloud, sound is perfect for me. I had worse. Rob says it's fixed. Cool. Excellent. Happy Easter, Bulwark. Good to see you. And David Will George, good to see you. Sound is fine here too. Angelo says, the only problem I have is you're living in Mumbra's Black Pyramid and you're not a corrupted sorcerer. That is true. It is true. Right, let's get cracking. So let me get back on my screen. So, at the very end of last week's stream, we encountered a meteor shower and we got ourselves a little bit of star metal. Just a little bit. What is that? 1,126 ores. So let's make some star metal bars. Now, I always get this mixed up. I think it's brimstone. Can't remember, it's brimstone or ichor. Let's get some black ice. Oh, we're now encumbered. And let's slowly walk over here. Let's try this and see if that works. It does work, it is brimstone. So that's, what is that using up? It's using up here. Go on, next one, 4. So it's using 2 star metal ore, 1 brimstone, 1 black ice to give me star metal bars. Nice one. Furo is confirming it is brimstone, yes. Right, luckily we've already dismantled a bunch of star metal, so we can knowledge, survival. Oh, I've already learned star metal tools, that's good. Star metal weapons, so one-handed epic, and we can make a star metal mace. So first of all, let's craft a pick, a hatchet. Oh, it's going to take ages. Oh, and we need a weapon handle. Oh. Stop. Cancel that. Maybe let's take the star metal bars. We should be doing it over here because it uses less materials. Don't have weapon handles in here either. Do we not have any weapon handles? Surely I've dismantled stuff and taken weapon handles. Did I leave them up? What's going on? Did I leave the weapon handles up at the Mounds of the Dead? There's none in there. Do we going to have to craft some? It needs normal leather to make that. I'm confused. We must have left the weapon handles up at the Mounds of the Dead. Elite Farmer, what's the best weapon to give to fighters? I want all my guards to have the same weapons with two-handed equivalent as well. So it depends whether your fighters are agility based or strength based. And I would say that the best one-handed weapon is... Oh, no. I've forgotten what it's called. It's not Maelstrom. But it's something like Maelstrom. Chat, help me out here. What is the name of that one-handed mace? I can't remember. But what depends what you're fighting as well, because if you're fighting a group, you might want them to have an AoE weapon, like a two-handed greatsword or something like that. Momentum. Thank you, everybody. Here they all come. Everybody can remember things apart from me. The old brain going a bit rusty. But the problem is that these are legendary weapons and they're not that easy to get a hold of. So, you'll obviously have to go and do legendary... There we go. There's weapon handles in there. There they are. You'll have to get a bunch of keys and then try your luck at different chests in order to get them. Shape wood. So I guess it's just a case of finding the the best weapon damage that you can craft at your level. So yeah, weapon fighters all my guards that have the same weapons with two-handed equivalents as well. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult to do that. But unless you're crafted them all, then they can have them all the same. To be able to find a whole bunch of momentums is going to be really, really difficult, unless you cheat and spawn them in with admin commands, of course. But then, it's kind of spoiling the fun if you're giving all your army the best weapons in the game. Then where's the challenge? Where's the challenge? Work your way up. What armor is best for your agility build? Probably, well, again, it depends whether you're a light, medium, or heavy wearer. I prefer the medium armor, so I'm rolling out with the perfected medium set, which gives you, with my crafter, gives me +5 strength weapon and +5 agility weapon on all pieces. So if you're using agility weapon, it gives you agility weapon damage. If you're using a strength weapon, it gives you strength weapon damage. You'd have to do the Stygian soldier armor. Let me see if I can find it. That one. It looks horrible, but that's a agility weapon armor. Although some pieces of that armor would be, you get a better set using the perfected heavy. So once you've completed the journey steps and done the, where is it, master armorer set, you get the perfected XL armor. You can make the perfected version of the light, medium, and heavy armor. You could make the heavy perfected armor, which will give you the +2 agility, and some of those pieces might be better than the soldier ones. You'd have to mix and match them a little bit. So yeah, without being too committal, there's some answers to your question. Right, there's that. Let's take that. I just need to make myself a hatchet now. Star metal hatchet craft. What is that? So this is rocking out at 42 damage and 23 armor pen. The star metal is 44 with 25. Let's put will I put an armor pen kit on it? Yeah, let's put an armor pen kit on it. Armor pen is always good. I've got a tool upgrade kit to put on that, so I can swap that out. Still waiting on the armor to crafted. Right, let's get some stuff ready for going out and about today. Let me see. So the chat goes screaming momentum, yes. Perfected heavy set says Bulwark. Here we go. I guess that's the answer to the armor set. Elite Farmer says, I gave Janos a predatory blade and he wasn't doing any damage, but I thought the predatory blade was the best. So we spoke about the predatory blade last week. So the predatory blade, that one, it does 108 damage on the light attack, but it is predatory, which means it does like 0 damage or 1 damage on the heavy attack. The problem with their Thrall AI is that they'll keep trying to do heavy attacks with it, which does no damage, but when they do light attacks, it will do lots of damage. So, not the best. There it is, there's Momentum. Momentum's, without a mod kit on it, it's 85 damage and 27 armor pen, which is kind of the equivalent. Well, there's a two-hander with 66. Two-hander with 66. Two-hander with 96. Animan's Gada. Forge Light 68. So you can see that one-hander does lots of damage and lots of armor pen as well, and obviously one-handers are quicker than two-handers, so they'll overall they'll do more damage with that. That's why that's my favourite strength weapon in the game. Any legendary mace for strength, and star metal greatsword or sword of Crom for strength, and katana for agility. Yeah, the star metal katana is awesome. You do get... Yeah, Beck to Corbin. Beck to Corbin is a two-handed mace, but it is an agility weapon. So, 49% armor pen, 66 health damage. You could mod that to give more damage on it as well. So for an agility, that's a really good one. I've got two. I've got two of them. So yeah, now I think it was it in the Age of War they changed it. They took some of the strength weapons and made them agility weapons instead. Angela says, I have an idea for a new legendary Red Mother exclusive. A mace that looks like an extinguished version of the final breath of the Mother. Call it the Bane of Anger. Very good, very good. Bex says, starting fresh and working your way up to everything is so much fun. Also, I built one for your base. I also built one for your base building in Ark. I'm not sure what you mean by that. David Williams says, but did come away with 13 fragments of power and a few decent weapons. Just got back from a run in the unnamed city. No final breath of Red Mother. Okay, but got 13 fragments of power and some decent weapons. Cool. Stygian soldier for agility followers. Almost. But there are some pieces of the perfected heavy that are better than the Stygian soldier, so you have to look in this sheet. I think there's still a link to my armor sheet in the description of the stream that'll show you what each piece is, and you'll be able to see some pieces of the perfected heavy are better than the Stygian. But basically, start with the Stygian soldier set. Yes, you want the heavy armor to give them as much protection as you can. Why would there be a specific place to farm the mace, or is it random? It's random from any of the legendary chests. So you have to get yourself legendary skeleton keys from the world bosses on the outworld, and then go into caves, into dungeons, sorry, and farm the chests to see if you can get a weapon. Right, there we go. Let's put that on there. Hardened steel pick, let's chuck it in there, chuck that in there, chuck that in there. What is this now? It is 44 with 35, 42 with 23, so we're a better weapon than we had before. Right, let's get our bear some food, let's get him some honey, let's get him a bit of salted pork, and let's top up my... oh, no, take the cook stuff. Oh, let's make myself a Tears of Gulag. Gula? Let's take a lesson from our Sipta guide and make myself a bit of a buff as well. We're missing purple lotus powder. Okay, let's take 5 of that. Do we not have any purple lotus powder? No. No. Okay. Grinder. Grinder is here. Chuck that in there and get ourselves some powder. Prefer to use... David says he prefers to use one-handed weapons. Yeah, but so... It's that balance that if you're going with 2 followers, what I like to do is give one a big AoE weapon, like a greater sword or a two-handed mace, and give one the one-handed mace. The one does the fast, quick damage, and one does the AoE damage. But there's choices, there's many choices, there's many ways to play this game. Nitsa Gomez, hi again to my Game Master Anger. Glad to see you're still doing tutorials and stuff. I think watch the new Age of War series because I'm kind of rusty on Conan. Recently came back. Well, we've passed the Age of War. We're on to the Age of Heroes now. Slight different, but Yeah, it's an Age of War series for Exiled Lands is my beginner's guide, but this current SIPTA guide is a Age of Heroes. Beck says, I built one of your Conan bases in Ark. Ah, okay, I get ya. Good to see. That's Gordon. You could put a blunt weapon fitting on it and use it as a truncheon with a heavy attack. It works on console, not sure on PC. Is that talking about the Predator blade? And that is correct. That's what Outdo Gaming does all the time. You put a blunt kit on it, and then it increases its concussive damage, so you can do a right click if you want to knock somebody out, or a left click in order to kill them. Angelo Bambo Anger got the armor stats laid out like a PowerPoint presentation. Pretty close. It's a spreadsheet. I've got a spreadsheet with all the different armors in it. Game Labs, have you... Oh, you have something of a mace from the Priest King boss in the Warmaker's dungeon. You have something of a mace from the Priest King boss in the Warmaker dungeon. I don't, because I haven't done the Warmaker's dungeon yet on this run through. The elixir didn't help much in SIPTA though. Well, it gave them 12% more damage. That was 12% closer to them dying, or me dying. So maybe it did. Right. Oh, I need to pick up my power powder, stick it in here. It's just those grey ones. Since they fixed them, because they used to be bugged and they didn't use their weapons, and they just used their fist, so they didn't do as much damage. But now that they're fixed and do so much more damage, it's just a bit crazy. Right. Same as before. It goes, it's out of the inventory. Right, so we've got buffs for the bear and buffs for me. I've got food. I've got healing. Okay. I've got my new mace. Right. So today we're going to take on the silver mine. Brownie is at level 19, so he's only got one more level to go to get level 20. Chuck that in there, chuck that in there, use that, and then he should have all the buffs. He's got 25% from the honey, he's got 15% from the food, and... Oh, I've given them the gulag! What an idiot! Can I swap it with that one? What happens there? I've given them the wrong potion. 15% damage. There we go. That fixed it. But I've used up my gula. You following? He is following. Come with me. Let's go and make another gula. That was a scary episode. It was a scary episode to film. It's always scary when you're going down into the grey ones. Right, let's try that again. Where is it? There it is. Craft. Can we use better phrasing than let's get some powder? That's exactly what it was doing. Oh, a chance of getting a mace from the Warmakers. Oh, I get you, Game Labs. Nisa says, I went to say Age of Heroes, still know where the new stuff. I'm sure I'll find out in your tutorial series. Indeed. Right. Tears of Gula. I'll keep it just now. We'll see how much damage he does, and then I'll take the potion and see if the number goes up. Right. Let's head in, because what we want to do is... somebody was telling me about how great the greater scorpions are. So we need to try and get to the end and try and get some scorpion eggs. And then try and get ourselves a greater scorpion. And also, we need to get ourselves a bunch of silver as well, because we're getting close to the end of the sorcery. And once we can make the transporter stone, we're going to need a whole bunch of silver bars to make this transporter stones. Right. Hello. Boom, boom, boom. Right, so this is silverstone, so let's harvest this. And we'll give it to the bear and chuck the stone away. That is a silverstone rock nose. Oh, there's another silverstone rock nose. Right, take my pick. We should get more materials with our star metal pick as well. A chance of getting me? Okay, yeah, I've caught up with chat. Good stuff. How is everybody? How is everybody's Easter going? Whether you celebrate Easter or celebrate chocolate, hope it's going well. We're now encumbered. Right, chuck the stone away. I'll chuck the iron away as well. Bear's in the bushes. Robert's over there. Right, so this on the map, for those who don't know, this is the silver mine. That's the base there. We've come up here. There's the unnamed city just to the west of that. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Oh, got knocked out. And this entrance here is the entrance to the silver mine, the abandoned silver mine. Right. Stop picking plants. Don't want the plants, don't want that. We'll keep that and we'll chuck that away. Right, so let's head in. Right, this got updated in the Age of War, I guess. They added some... Oh. Hear that? Oh, there we go. They added these relic hunters in. This is now a place you can come and get yourself a relic hunter treasure seekers. The ones I like to get are those ones, as you come in the entrance, those one over there. If you've got your purple lotus orbs, you can just launch your purple lotus orbs over there and knock those guys out without aggroing them. And then you can just grab them and pull them out. Because I don't think, yeah, you still can't climb in here because it is a dungeon. Yeah, well, let's go take them out. Go bear, go. I believe the skinning knife gives the best chance of harvesting scorpion eggs from the queen. But the problem with the scorpion eggs from the queen is that no matter what tool you use, they don't always drop. No, I don't want any of that. We'll maybe take your... we'll take the healing wraps. Let me see. Twitch drops are on from 16th to 18th. You can get the White Rabbit, and from 7th to 20th May you can get the 5 Watcher Furnaces. That's a good point. So many people have asked me about the White Rabbit that I have, which came from a Twitch drop a couple of years ago for Easter. It's on right now. So if you don't do it now. But at some point between now and the 30th of April, the end of April, if you go and watch some Twitch streamers streaming Conan, you can, I think it's only like an hour you have to watch. You don't even have to watch, you just have to put it on and then walk away if you want. And you can earn yourself the White Rabbit recipe, which is, there it is. Tame White Rabbit, so you can pick up one of the wild, so it's the weird thing, it's a tame White Rabbit, but you pick up a wild hare, put it on, I just saw the on mute there, and it's like, I'm muted, it's like, oh no, Bulwark's saying you can have it in another window on mute, Ah, that's true. Yes, you could do that. You make some savoury fodder in your alchemist bench, you catch a wild hare, and then you can get your own pet, your own stew, just like we've got. There's some more silver. There we go. Check that away. Right, so that's the way we came in. If we take a right on the way in, we can go into this room here. Anything on you? No. And there's a mini boss in here. Here he comes, one of these human bosses wearing the Silent Legion armour. So if you do get yourself a treasure seeker or anything from here, you can come and kill this guy. And he's got a chance, he didn't this time, but he has a chance of dropping Silent Legion armour. I won't even take the Heart of the Hero because it'll expire in 45 minutes. You got anything on you? Just some armour. Some lore books around here. Saying don't go into the further into the mine. We'll take all that. Coins. But yeah, he has a chance of dropping all 4 pieces apart from the helmet because they never wear helmets, so they never drop helmets. Oh, that's right. I was wanting to find out how much damage he was doing. Oh, I should have done that against a treasure seeker. There's one. Oh, but this is the last treasure seeker, so I'll have nothing to compare it to. 204 damage, 413 damage. We need duplicates so that we can compare them. Kill him. So this is a good location to use the mass cull spell because it gathers everything in an AoE area, and there is loads of stuff in here. In fact, there's even a chest underneath it once you clear all the stone. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to grab the couple of silverstone nodes. Where can you find lots of archers for your towers to defend against purges? I need lots of them. Still, the relic hunters are the best option. Well, that's definitely an option. Another option would require a bit of work is if you go to the den up here at the den on is it on this bit or that bit? It's maybe on that bit. It's maybe on that bit there at the end of the. Is it? It's at the end of a walkway, so I think it's this bit. You go to you have to fight some people, and at the end of the walkway, either here or here, is Dunaman the Dragoon, I think he's called. He's a guaranteed named archer who's there all the time. Well, obviously, you'd have to get him and then let him respawn, and then go and get him again. But actually, the Cimmerian Berserkers not meant to be really good archers as well, and obviously there's guaranteed spawn points for them too. Right, so let's get a pack of skeletons and let's get them to fight the pack of skeletons. Right, take them on. See what numbers he's doing. Ouch. 309, 309, 309, get that one too. Going after the horse. Let's see, the Legend Chest are bugged out in that dungeon. Legendary chest is bugged out. Oh, speaking of legendary chests, I didn't take any keys with me. So when we do get to the end, we're going to have to cheat. And then I'll do the whole destroy my keys again. Last to know, the dogs of the desert named archers are pretty good. So that would be Dunamin the Dragoon or whatever his name is. You can get a guaranteed name one next to the den in a camp above the Neebs gaming door. That's the guy I'm talking about. Ian saying, speaking of not wearing helmets, you don't appear to be wearing one. I am wearing one. I'm wearing the Royal Armour Circlet. And if I bring up that, but it's illusioned, it's a perfected medium cap, illusioned to be a Royal Circlet. So you can't see a helmet from the behind, but I am wearing one from the front. Right, he was doing 309 damage. That should now give me 12% follower damage. So let's get the next bunch of skeletons and see what he does. 316. 316. Okay, so I don't think it's 12%. I guess it's the mitigation of their armor as well. But he's doing more. He's doing more damage. If you run a corrupted sorcerer build, you can cast all the sorcerer spells, no problem. Because of the corruption. If they fixed the strength bows. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the berserkers are... So the relic hunters are agility weapon guys, so it would be agility bows. The berserkers are... You would need to get strength bows, which again, that would be a big problem, I guess, because they're hard to get. You can't craft them. But relic hunter archers are pretty easy to get, both in here, up in that first area, and in the first area of the wine cellar. You can get relic hunters, and in the unnamed city as well. Right, this is the boss that was added recently. So another 3-skull dude. No prey remain. Let's get this 5 stacks of sunder up so that everybody does more damage. David William George Newell says, I've been thinking about running a corrupt build, Angelo. Dina Master Huntress, that's another good shout, Game Labs. Yeah, up in the Highlands. She's also got 2 guaranteed spawn points. Stamina. Come on, down you go. Let's see if you drop the katana. Right, what have we got? No katana this time. He does drop a really cool katana, but not this time. We'll take the Grandmaster kit. We'll take the Fragment of Power, Concentrated Aloe, and the Numbing Wraps. All good. Right, there should be more... Is that iron or silver? That's iron. That's silver though. Look at all that coal. Andrew says, David, let me tell you, it's a lot of fun. If you do it right, you're nearly immortal. The boss should drop a key. Yeah, but is there not... There's like 4 or 6 chests at the end of this run. What's that? That is Silverstone as well. We'll see how we get on when we get to the end. We'll be able to test to see whether it's bugged. with the one key that we get. There you go. That looks like iron. All that is iron. Coal. Mark Santos, good to see you. Hey Anger, I'm a family for a water lunch. A water lunch? Thought I'd drop by to wish celebrating Easter a happy one. Cheers all. Oh, an Easter lunch. Okay. Thanks for popping by, Mark. Enjoy your Easter lunch. Good to see you. PG Bean, good to see you. How are you? Angela says, David, the key is to run War Party instead of Well Trained. If you want, message me on Discord, assuming you're on there, and I'll send you my build. There you go. Nice one, Angelo. PG Ben says, I ran this dungeon last night. Cool. Did you have any issues with the loot chests at the end of it? Nitsa says, a big change I hope they do is letting followers gain XP even when they are not with you, so they can level up on purges. Or is this too much of an exploit on PvP servers? Honestly, I don't know, because I don't do PvP. I don't work out how things are better for PvP players. But yeah, I know what you mean, being able to level up all your followers without them actually following you around one at a time. But yeah, that might be a bit on the cheaty side. Alright, that's definitely silver. Give me some of that. Get a bunch of silver from in here. Oh, I hear a combat noise. Maybe not. Maybe not. Right, take that silver, take this silver. Game Labs has a video coming this week with tips on archers and other bits. There you go. That. Marky Del Sparky, Fit Likeman, Fuydian. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Stomach hurts. Okay. Eat. And I also need to drink. Right, it's this way we want to go. Towards the crystals. That's the first zone complete. Now we're going down through the spider webs, even though there's no spiders down here. Game Labs, do you also put the damage multipliers, or is it based on your preferences? The damage multipliers of the thralls. Because that's the thing, is that different thralls will have different ranged and melee multipliers, so any buffs that you give them will be multiplied by more. The problem with Game Labs has is on PlayStation you can't actually get those multipliers. I guess you get them off the wiki, but you haven't got a console you can bring them up yourself. Right, so there's the first boss, that scorpion there. Alright, we need to take out this one first. PG Ben says they dropped their loot as bags, but I could pick up the bags. Oh, that's what it's been like before. If you take one thing out of the chest, the whole chest disappears and everything turns into a bag. But you can still loot the stuff out of the bag. That's okay then. That guy, if they did that, they would have to reduce how much XP they get to keep it from getting out of hand. People would just do purges over and over to level all their thralls. Monkey balls, you're supposed to be 5 or 6 chests and sometimes only to show up. Oscar, hello. How are the Exile lands? So far so good, Oscar. Right, let's take on this boss. Let's get him interested in Brownie first, and then we'll get the daggers out. And go on, get off of me. Whoops. Right, let's get him bleeding. This is a king scorpion, so this is like the one that's right next to my base. Oh, out of stamina. Watch what I'm doing. Whoa! Tail swing. Stop rolling out, just walk out. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Tail swing. So Brownie's doing great as usual. He's only at 92%. And the boss is at 62%. Stamina up. Bulwark saying, Labs, did you manage to set up your PC laptop? I remember there was a talk some time ago you were saying you were going to buy one. What? I'll let you answer that, Labs. Right, 35%. Come on, down you go. Whoa. 18%, 15%. UGBN says he only had 4 chests. I couldn't remember whether it's 4 or 6. 4 sounds right enough. I need to take a little bit of healing here. That tail whip, 2%, 1%, and it's down. Well done, Brownie. Good job. Right, what have we got here? Hardened steel spear, dragon powder. We'll take that. We'll take the harden. We'll take that. Yeah, don't care about the rest of it. Skeleton key. Just kiting and oh, keep it icker. Kiting can go. Okay. You'll heal up okay. More normal. There we go. I hear more. No, it stopped. Nitsa says, I think one big problem of the game industries is trying to control how people play the game. You see that quite often, even on single player games, which is quite sad, to be honest. I do understand you have to. I would say that's quite the opposite of this game. The whole game is set up that you can play the game in any different fashion you like. I prefer a one-hander and a shield. Angelo is talking about a fully corrupted build. I don't like that because of I need my stamina, and having half stamina is not good for my gameplay. Some people like running about with katana builds. Some people play with followers. Some people don't. There's many different ways to play this game. It is an open sandbox game. What they do have to do is they have to do a bit of balancing, so one build isn't completely overpowered compared to other ones, because that would be a bit unfair on everyone else. But I think you can play this game however you want to, and just within the group that we have here, we have people who play the game differently, and it's awesome that we can do that. Balance the game on PvP. Yeah, so that is some of the problems, is that you get different games that will change things. Ark is really bad for that. They would change something because it's a problem on PvP, even though it was never a problem on PvE, and then ruined it on PvE. Sheriff says you should craft the dragon bone daggers, so you can do bleed and sunder. That's what I do while running with pets. The Dragonbone daggers do sunder. Well, there you go. Game Lab says, I'm in the process of that. Is that the getting the PC? Because he did say on, I think it was last week's stream, that he had got a new capture card. So you could capture his PlayStation footage on the laptop and then run the stream from the laptop. So therefore, when the game, if the game was to crash, he doesn't lose the stream. He can just reset it on the PlayStation and keep the stream running, which is be good. Have some more silver. Are you level 20 yet? Nope, you're level 19. How far have you got to go? Oh, 250,000. I kind of always assumed this green smoke was poison, but it's not. David Lipton, is it possible to do a tank build? Yes, it certainly is. I mean, if you go to your attributes and put your attributes in vitality and lots of... What else would you have? Grit, maybe, to have lots of stamina. Give you unblockable attacks, or that steel thawed, you cannot take more than 33% of your damage per hit. If you get hit by something really hard, it can only take a third of your damage off you at a time. So you've got at least 3 big hits before you die. Vitality gives you that glutton for punishment. When you take damage, you regenerate the last instance of damage taken over 15 seconds. Or when your health drops below 50, you remove the negative effects and gain 95% damage mitigation for a short time. And obviously having 20 points in vitality will give you lots of health. And then you could have heavy armor with lots of bonuses on it as well. So yeah, you could certainly run a tank build. Jack Donahue, finally caught up in a live stream. Welcome, Jack. How are you? Come on. PG Ben says, personally love short swords. Certainly, if I'm going on an agility build, short sword is my... That whole lunge and then the multiple fast stabs combo that you get with the short swords, I love that. Only problem with short swords is it's quite difficult to find a decent legendary one. So you kinda get stuck with the star metal weapons. There's a lot more legendary strength weapons out there. Or katanas. Right, beer. Carry that. Don't carry that. Right, this is the last boss. PG Bain says, I just looked it up on the wiki and it says Dragonbone daggers do bleed, cripple and sunder. Wow. How much damage do they do? What's their sort of damage numbers? Sheriff says, Bulwark, you get the recipe near the undead dragon with the armor. Yes, you do. Yes. So we do have the recipe for that. Right. So this is the Scorpion Queen. 12,000 HP. The ancient Scorpion Queen, is it? Oh. Take out the little ones. Right, let's get it bleeding up. So, as long as we can get the Queen's health lower than Brownie's health, which it is already. Come on, whoa. Spin attack. Oh, it does do poison. 2 stacks of poison on Brownie now. Spin attack. And they've now fallen off. So that's good. Oh me. Off we go. Spin attack. Ooh, that hit me. So 61% versus 82%. Horse, go and get out of the way. Oh, sorry bear, I didn't mean to get you out of the way as well. Okay, we're fighting up here now. Now the horse is in. Come on, let's go, let's go. There's a chest down there. There are four chests. Now we're kind of stuck in the wall. Can we come down here? Get more space. Right, and now attack it. Watch out for the spin attack. Right, now we need to build our bleed up again. Can't remember what these daggers. I think these are the shank off of the. Yeah, the shank off of the brute boss from the unnamed city. Right, 35%. Brownie on 70%. Out. Watch out. Get some sated buff running. Doing okay, we're doing okay. %. And it's dead. 31,000 XP. There we go, nice one. Right, let me see. David says, I'll have to go craft some dragon bone daggers. Yes, indeed. Maybe they changed dragon bone weapons. Maybe they did. I don't remember them having all that effects before. It says they do 27, so 27 light and 30. That's not huge numbers. These are doing 51 with 18%. Oscar says, I really like this dungeon. I've recently been picking up the Black Corsair Elites since you can now thrall them. I've heard that you can now thrall the Corsairs over at Jamila's Liberty. Right, let's try the hatchet and see what we get. See if we're lucky. So it's got, always has the Scorpion Ward egg. That's not an egg. The Scorpion Ward shield, which gives you 3 things of heat protection. It always gives you a skeleton key, and it's given us 1 scorpion egg sac in its inventory. But if we chop it up, there is a chance. Drink time? It sure is. Thank you, Cathy Ann. There is a chance that we can get more eggs off of it. And I guess different tools will give you... If you get the chance that it gives you eggs, the different tools will give you more or less than them. But if it decides it's not dropping, it doesn't matter what tool you're getting none. Let's give this a go. And we got a lot. Oh, they're all individual. We got a lot. So that's the one I picked off its inventory. Oh wow. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31 scorpion eggs we got off of it. So surely we're going to get a big one out of that. We also got a whole bunch of scorpion queen venom. And if we go up, oh, we're way over encumbered. Oh, we're 111. Are they heavy? They're 2 each, so that'll be why. So let's give you them. Where's the horse? Robert, hiding bravely in the corner. You can have a whole bunch of them too. And to be honest, we don't need all these, so we'll get rid of all the rest of them. There we go. Okay, right. Right, I've got 2 keys from the 2 bosses, but we need 4. So I'm going to do my usual thing. We're going to spawn in some keys, and then we're going to throw them away once we get back home again. So, did I not go into admin mode? Admin panel, cheat panel. Is it gear, resource? There we go. We've got to get 2 more of them. So now we've got 4 keys. So I've got 2 to throw away. Right, first chest, this one. We got Black Brass Fury and El Drinker. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's an okay shield. Oh, Soul Spiel. We got Soul Spiel. That is awesome. That's the one that gives you 5 bars of protection in the cold. Some other okay stuff. That is a lot of eggs. Confused barbarian. It is indeed. We're very lucky. Strangely familiar axe and another Hanuman's Gara. I don't remember getting 2 legendaries from these chests before. And a forged light and some nice stuff. Right, now we have definitely over encumbered ourselves. What can I get rid of? You... Okay, can get rid of that. Oh, I've got too much stuff. Get rid of that. That is 5. That is nothing. That's 50. That's what it is. Hanuman's Gada. So you can only use that on with yeah, there we go. Hanuman's Gada is only for your follower friends because it weighs 50. Have they fixed this dungeon that the chests don't get destroyed by the Scorpion Queen no matter how far you push her away? Well, I have never seen that happen before, Griznak. So I can neither confirm nor deny that that has been fixed because I've never seen it happen, and indeed it didn't happen today. Sesame's here. Hi Sesame. I hear that you have completed your Nomad run. I watched your Well of Skelos video earlier on today. Congratulations on completing that. It was a bit touch and go at times. This slab here teaches you the Queen Scorpion Venom, which is better poison. And we're back outside the front door, and these guys have respawned. I can hear another one coming. Here it comes. Oh, use a mace, it'll be better. Pulled her a few times and her spin attack takes out the chest. Oh wow, I've never seen that, but I guess I do normally fight her further down the passageway. So away from the chests, I guess. But yeah, I mean, obviously I've fought that boss a lot, and that's never happened to me. Right. Okay, let's get home, since it's just round the corner. So that went well. We took out the Queen pretty easily without any trouble. And we we got a whole bunch of eggs. Let me see. There's me saying, took me 5 series and several years to get a successful run recorded with my voice. I'm really... Oh, right enough, yes. Congratulations. Kathy Ann says, want to know why nurses like red crayons? Sometimes they have to draw blood. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Right. Let's get off of here. Oh, we've got to hatch the eggs in the compost heaps first, don't we? Because you have to take these. They last for 24 hours before they turn into baby hatchlings. But if you throw them in a compost heap, instead of being 24 hours, it goes down to 1 hour 10 minutes. Right, so let me have all of these. Chuck them in here. Where's Robert gone? Robert, come here. Right, let me take a drink of water and fill up my water skin at the same time. There's Robert. I didn't want to get on him. Gamer says, I've had it on PS5. Will pay for mine a visit and check if they are fixed. I've had it on... Oh, you've had it on PS5. You'll pay the mine a visit and check if they are fixed. Okay, I getcha. David's saying, Beck noticed that there are more named thralls in Sinner Refuge. Is there? Is there? Different thralls than before? Right, let's take... In fact, let's take all and then just give you that back. And chuck all these in here. Oh, it's 9:10, so they're going to take an hour, over an hour, so they won't actually complete this stream. I'll have to keep an eye on them, and then we'll check them out next stream, next week. I'm going to need another chest for all my loot. Soul Spiel, very nice. Black, I might. That's a good shield. I like that shield. 54 health damage, 14 armor pen, compared to 30 and 11 that I've got. And I also quite like the look of it too. We might use that later on. Strangely familiar, El Drinker, not that keen. Right. We've made our Silverstone in this one. Doesn't matter. This one. Silverstone. You also have more Silverstone. 1,000 of it. Also got a weapon as well. Right, get those silver bars cooking. Right, I have to quickly empty my... let's open that. Chuck that in there. Chuck that in there. Treasure goes in here. That. Where's my keys? There's my skeletal keys, so let's split that and take 2. And take those 2 keys and chuck them away. There we go. No more cheating. That's where my fragments go. And I'll chuck that. Oh no, I won't. I'll take that. Chuck that in there. Chuck. Oh, I don't have space to put that in there, so we'll just chuck that in this chest for the moment. And finally, we'll put the gold dust in here. There we go. We're emptied, and we'll take the last weapon out of you. chuck it in there. Okay, right. Let's go north and get the demon blood sausage recipe. Since we were looking for that last week. Oh, can I mount here? Still level 19. Come on. Move. There we go. Right, let's go. Let's see. Oh, I missed a bit of chat. Let me see. Enoch says, joke, I was told that bananas are good for you, for your colon. I just wish they'd mentioned you were supposed to eat them. Oh. Why do some couples go to the gym? Because they want the relationship to work out, says Kathy Ann. Where am I going? I need to go here. So let's... We could go up that way, or we can go up that way. Let's go up that way. Head over here. Let me see. Can I ride and read chat at the same time? The answer is, our vacuum cleaner is getting old. It's just gathering dust. Anyone tried the game Blueprints? I've not heard of that game. This is not the way through with... It is, that's the way with Rock Nose. We're not going to go... we're not going to go that way. Rock Slide, sorry, not Rock Nose. These are all Rock Noses. I'm going back the way I came. Pulling everybody with me. This is the way I want to go. Let me see. Keep going back and farming it. I got 3 named thralls from the back of Sinner's Refuge. Unfortunately killed a few. So there's always been named thralls in the back of Sinner's Refuge. And I have farmed that on many, many occasions. Once you know about that, it's hard not to go farming it, because you can get a whole bunch of named thralls before you've left Noob River. The new RuneScape Dragonwild game looks nice. Yeah! I have seen some early access footage of that. A cook, an entertainer, and a blacksmith. Okay, so there has been cooks in there and entertainers in there before. That's quite common, but yeah, I've never seen a named blacksmith in there before. Interesting. What do you do with your coin collection? So we can use that to call in purges. The more coins you have, the more difficult, harder level purges you can call in. Coins and treasure. Or you can grind up your coins to dust and use them to make alchemical base if you need them. Let's see. Sesame says, what do you call an angry carrot? A steamed veggie. Right, we've popped out here, so we need to go quite a bit to the east. The doctor said there'd be no charge. What? Mac's like that anyway. This is something I would like added to Conan, is when it's raining like this, Surely you should just be able to open your mouth and get your thirst quenched, just like you can in Ark. Oh, that's a big drop. Don't want to go down there. Hi wolves. Hi elk. Hi boars. There's a guaranteed blacksmith before the entertainers. Okay, I've missed something here, have I? Guaranteed blacksmith before the entertainers. I got a name one from... So yeah, so... I think I've been misunderstood. So any thrall in Sinner's Refuge has a chance of being a named thrall, just like everywhere else in the world. It has a, I think it's like a 1% or 2% chance of being a named thrall. But the thralls at the back of Sinner's Refuge are guaranteed thralls. There's a much higher pool. It's always going to be a named thrall or a priest. And there is a set number of characters that named thrall can be at the very end of Sinner's Refuge. But any thrall, I think we've seen on stream that I've accidentally killed tier 4 named blacksmith and armor smiths at the beginning of Sinner's Refuge before and got lambasted for it. I think maybe even on this series when we went in there was a named maybe armourer, but by the time I realised it was a named armourer, my follower had made it pass away. Blueprints is a puzzle adventure game with roguelike elements. Interesting. Take out that. Take it out. Right, so the lake we're looking for is just over this hill. Down here. There it is, that's the camp we're looking for. Let's get off. And this has got the recipe book that should give us the demon blood sausage recipe we were looking for. Hello, Nordheimers. Die! Rapper's cabin. Right, take out that archer. Oh, there's a jailer with a star metal short sword. Down he goes. Sorcerer. Take him out. Anybody else? Anybody else? Nope. You have coin, a satchel. Don't care. You have. We're going to take that sword for breaking down. Jailer's key. I've got loads of jailer's keys now. Furniture junk. Recipe should be here. Here it is. You've learned Specialist Cooking 5. Right, let me just check. Knowledge. Where is that under again? Survival. Cooking 5. Demon blood sausages. There we go. Links of blackened meat. That's the recipe we were looking for. You got anything on you? No. Couple more arrows. Some hardened brick. Nothing exciting. Brownie. Brownie, get out of the way. Get out of the way. That's it. That's it. Let me through. Thank you. Oh, what are you doing out here on the sacrificial slab? Finish him. There we go. Who are you in the cage? Sumerian Carpenter 3. You're welcome to go off on your holidays. We'll go show where the Dina Master Huntress is as well. Let me see. Gave my follower a new mace today. She said it was amazing. Oh my god, Game Labs, come on. One of the guys sitting under the bridge is a blacksmith. Ah, okay, yes. Yeah, under the bridge can be a blacksmith, but is not, and therefore can be a named one. But it's on a pretty low chance. Right, this aqueduct here, that goes up and down here, we want to go to one of the pedestals at the bottom of the aqueduct. Archer around the back. Oh, Archer is dead. Must have come around. Andreas F, how are you? Good to see you. Once I built a base in the middle of this lake. You like the location? Nice. I've seen... what was that noise? I've seen people build their base up on top of the aqueduct. With lifts up and down, but that is cool. I like that idea, but the problem is I just can't stand the speed of the elevators get up and down. For those who play Ark and have played the Ragnarok map, I have frequently built the broken bridge that you might know in Ragnarok. I've frequently built a base there, repairing the whole bridge, gating it off so nothing can come in. But the advantage of that is you've got Argentavis and Wyverns that you can fly to the... is it not this one? I thought it was this one. It's maybe the next one, is it? This one over here. There she is. There she is. So if we was to use this, and we were need to go to you and say be passive. Passive. There actually used to be 2 Dinas here, but they fixed it so there's now only 1. But this is always a Dina Master Huntress. And you can knock her out like that. Easy. There is another one over here somewhere, next to another rock slide. There is another one over there. So I guess there was 2 here. There is now 1 here and 1 over there. So you could get both of them. Obviously you can't get Freya anymore, because Freya is now a companion. What will we do? What will we do? We could go and do the Barrow King. We haven't done the Barrow King yet. Take a run over there. See if we can get out of this horrible rain. Let me see. The Purpose Lotus Orbs, they farm Sepamaru as your main location. Sinner's Refuge used to be my main location to farm. So I will also... Oh, I've pulled... Oh, there's another corrupted wolf. I do usually start off in Sinner's Refuge and get a few guys down there. Like many people have said now that it's so difficult to move thralls to other bases, or not so difficult, but more difficult. It's maybe an idea not to do that so much anymore. Or at least if you do tame them, don't put them out, keep them as items in your inventory so you can... Demon blood for the Barrow King, good shout, good shout. Where is the corrupted one? This one. There we go, some demon blood. Got alchemical base off of him as well. Harvest, harvest. Don't want the wolf pelt, don't want that. Who said that? Who was it that said that? John Lehman. Thank you, John. Good reminder. Good reminder indeed. Right, let me see. Spell page on the altar. I think we've got enough spell pages, Robert. I think we've got enough. We've only got a couple of spells to do. I think we've got... When we did that time when I went round the golden circle of... where was it? Thugra's Stand, Raiders Ridge, and Spinebreaker's Flank, and we got all the sorcerers from there. We got a whole bunch of spell pages from those guys. Got a tier 4 priest, smelter, armourer, and carpenter. Nice. Andreas, good, thank you. Hope you and everyone is well. Also, as sure are. Oh, we've been past here before. Dead things. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. I'm heading south. I need to head west. Into the storms. We haven't... Oh, we've done Desert Watch, Storm Watch. Did we... I guess we must have done the Ward Towers, have we? There's another corrupted wolf. There must be something in the water around these parts. And Freya found in cages was renamed. So yeah, if you had a Freya before, she's now been renamed to, is it Helga, and has a different look. So in my base on the online server, I had a couple of Freyas before the changes were made, and they have turned into, I think they're called Helgas now. Stats are the same though, just the look is different. Six Mountains says, my character can fly in Conan Exiles with the aid of a leather pouch. With your handbag. Yes, you can fly. That's true. That is true. You could use the Bat of Nergal to fly up onto the aqueduct. I used my Audible subscription to get the complete works of Conan the Barbarian or something like that. Basically, it's a book that has all the... this is... we've been here before. This is where we came to rescue Anvar. Take him out. Bang. Yeah, so I got the complete works, which has actually got... it's got his first short story that he ever wrote. It's got nothing to do with Conan in it. Then it's got the Solomon Kane books that you did next. These sort of first ones. They're kind of sword and sorcery, but they're kind of based in Europe. It's a bit of a strange... You have like French and German people in them. And then it goes into his first actual Conan stories. And in one of that first Conan stories, King Conan has to get back to his kingdom, where people think that he's dead and are going to go off with somebody else. But to get there quickly, a sorcerer calls up a demonic bat and flies him back. So it actually has the call of Nergal in it. And it also mentions the Yogtha plants as well, which I found quite interesting. Right, and I went to hang this way. Speaking of sorcery, did increase the amount of black blood you get from dismantling the pages? I don't think so. I think is it 5 that you get per... It's per failed page, isn't it? I don't think you get them from normal spell pages. It's failed pages you get black blood from. So that's a lot of pages that you have to break up, and in order to get the 100 black blood that you need. So quick trip up to the Jill Caves, take on one of the bosses up there, you'll have enough black blood. Right, I can't remember whether we've marked it on our map, but I don't think we've actually been in here. Let's ride through here and meet new people, find new places and kill them. Hello there. We've got the same shield. Shield buddies. Tanner 3. So there's 3 big towers. Not these little towers, these big towers over here. Ian says you've got the complete Chronicles of Conan. It was a special centenary edition. Nice. This one says Helga. Yeah, Helga, our friend from the DM Wyver server. Might be named after her, not sure. And up. Down, you Nordheimer. I'm not going to take their weapon. Ah, yeah, I think I will. I'll take their weapons just to dismantle. For easy, hardened steel. Loot, that's it. Alchemist. One of the places I've played through, I used to have a base just to the east of these towers. I used to farm these towers looking for friends. Take that. And take nothing. Take the coin. I don't think there's any recipes in here. Handward tower. It says, I think they made an upsee with that one. Supposedly one enter made the video with AI. I've lost track of that conversation again. Let's see. This one saying I'm getting old. Now I got lost in their volcano and the Black Keep. Really glad I finished the challenge while I still got some memory. Yeah, I commented on your video, Sesame. The annoying thing is that when you get teleported from the portal back from the Well of Skelos, you get teleported from the opposite side of where you've come in. So you have to do 180 and get round them. So you actually did okay going outside, because it can be quite tough running through all the mobs, because the mobs hit so hard in there. Running through the mobs to get out the internal way, going through the outside and round the outside is actually not a bad way of doing it. Got less humans to deal with, that's for sure. And the humans hit so hard. Why they've decided that the humans in the Well of Skelos has got to hit harder than the 3-skull world boss, I don't understand. Hey Archer, you're going to fall down that cliff. Fatality. Let's see. That's a great set of stories. They are, and they're short stories as well, so they don't last that long. And the good thing with it being audible, they read it to me. Archer and a fighter. The God's Word Tower. So obviously I haven't been here then. The locations are getting marked on the map. Is there a chest in here? No. That's one tower. That's 2 towers. Oh no, I haven't actually went down here. Hello? I need to heal it. Are you a jailer? You are a jailer. Oh, it's dark. You have gold coins. Oh, you do, and a star metal shield. I'll take that. I'll take that. I will eat something. I will drink something. Nothing exciting. Ghost Ward Tower. Right. We now need to get to over here. got 25 minutes to do it. Let me see. Cool lore callbacks, indeed. Go learn push-ups. Usually keeping a taxidermy bear in the pocket. Yeah, a lot of the Nordheimers have a taxidermied or a animal of some sort in their pockets, which is rather interesting. Hello, Wolfie. Oh, 2 wolves. Along the river below this area, I built a Skyrim base. Okay. Sesame says, yeah, because I used to practice the volcano for months, this time it just did it for the first time in about 2 years because I stopped my other nomadic runs. Yeah, so it's easy to forget. I understand. I believe there was something behind that shrine. Oh, really? Oh, oops. Never mind. Never mind. We might be back one day. There's the Circle of Swords. Make more sense if I got on the horse. Head round this rock. Look. Over here. Smash the like button gently. Thank you, Cathy Ann. Get the stamina of the horse back up. Oh, I meant to change the saddle. I meant to get a new saddle. I don't have a saddler's workstation. Yep, this is okay. The foals around the Mounds of the Dead. Power Squid, good to see you. How are you? Comes in and gently smashes the like button. Thank you so much. Let's take on the whites to get some more XP for our buddy. Although this one just wants to walk away. Anything cool? Not really, but he does have a bear in his pocket. Game Labs started playing on another PvE server recently. Went to Mounds and had a battle to knock out Delincia. She killed me twice in the process. Reminded me why we love her so much, because she hits like a truck. Indeed. Power Squid. I literally walked into that circle of swords and realised a split second too late the boss was standing right next to me. Then you go. Then you go. Sesame says, I farmed here this morning like a madman on a nomadic server. I almost started to name these whites. Okay. They do have excellent XP. Of course there'll be a whole bunch at the entrance to the Barrow King popping out of the ground. How much XP do they give? 10,336 each. Another one. Urban Dad says, that would be the white thing to do. Ba-dum-tsh. Urban Dad is allowed to make dad jokes. There's some more over here. Oh, I'm not far enough along. Oi. Oh, you went for the horse and then decided to go for the bear instead. Another one? Come on then. I see another one up on the hill. What? Oh, follower leveled up. Which one? Is that Brownie? Brownie is now level 20. Oh, look at that. Actually got pretty reasonable perks. So a +3 to grit, which is okay. A +3 to strength and a +10 to strength. We're still going to re-roll them. Oh, will I? Maybe I won't. He's got enough HP. That strength is good. I'll probably leave him like that. Right. Move on to the next section. Brownie, more like a triple layer chocolate cake. He's a brown legend, that's what he is. I think that is the first pet I've ever leveled to level 20. I've only ever used them before to go, ah yeah, that's quite good fun for a little bit, and then never use them again. Usually a saber tooth, a greater saber tooth. That's the entrance we want. I've never taken a pet to level 20 before. That one down. What's his armor sitting at the moment? 1,508. This is with the well-trained perk. 1,580 and 8,928 HP. And so 18 points in strength plus the 33 from the bonus. I think is that how it works? So 51 points in strength in total, I believe. Tarsquid says your highest level pet is your corrupted spider Spooderman at level 13. Brownie and his faithful sidekick Anger, 100%. He does all the heavy lifting. I'm just here for I'm the cameraman. Hey Max, we're just the cameraman. Right, so we go in here. There they go. Popping out the ground. Andrew Greeley, thank you for the sub, if you're indeed watching. As I found out that just tells you when someone actually hits the sub button, and that could be somebody just watching a totally random video on YouTube. Look at that pile of whites. The Isle of Wight pile of whites. Right, more, and another one over here. I suppose we don't actually need to kill these anymore because he's got all his XP that he needs. Going to take out the Barrow King. Excellent XP in that area. Yes. Rip Brownie. Rip Brownie. Max says, I was demoted from torch guy to camera guy. Feels okay though. First person shooters is congrats to Brownie, also my dad's nickname. He used to wrestle his company's pet bear. Oh wow. Right, this is the Barrow King, and we hit that with our demon blood in our pocket and it opens up. Maybe before the end you should put Brownie against Rock Slide like Sheriff says. Let's not do that. Oh, it's dark in here. It is dark in here. Let me be the torch guy and the camera guy. Darkwood. Camera guy never dies. That's not always the case. Kathy Ann says hello everybody and welcome to the Brownie Show. Indeed. Indeed. We'll rename the channel. Tarquid had a strange moment yesterday. Just tamed a shaleback at my camp on Noob River, and the croc boss came up the ridge, KO'd the brand new shaleback, and vanished in mid-fight. Wow. Andrew Greeley says, just finished watching your whole beginner's guide and realised I forgot to subscribe. Thank you, Andrew, and nice to see you here. That's one of the reasons I record. I enjoy watching your antics again. Right, this is the Barrow King, who now has a weapon. He was bugged for a long time that he didn't have a weapon out and he would just fist fight you. Come into the light. Come into the light. Right, now fighting. He's one of the easier bosses. In fact, is he not able to hit Brownie? Oh, he did 5 damage there. Because Brownie's so low to him. 8 and 9 damage, so Brownie doing 400 and odd damage to him. Yeah, 428. So it's a bit of a one-way fight. David says, I usually put up a statue and put a sign in there, remembrance of all the thralls you lost. There we go, he's down. Well done, Brownie. Must be related to Corporal Wojciech? Not sure who that is. 100% sure Brownie could take down Rockslide because he doesn't get knocked down. That is probably true. That is true. Right, there's the Diadem of the Giant King, one of the important pieces. We'll take that hardened steel weapon. We may as well take that as well. And then over here is the tablet for the Vanquisher of the King Beneath, which gives you oh, I can't type. There we go. It gives you the Kingslayer polearm and the Kingslayer daggers. Neither of which are particularly great, but if you were up here at lower level, they'd be okay, I suppose. Right, and that's it. That's all you have to do in here. That's another one of the artifacts that you need to complete the game. And then we need the demon blood to get back out again. And I believe because this is single player, everything will have respawned. Look at that path up the mountain. Zigzag. Way in the distance. No? Ah, yes. There they go. They'll come back out of the ground again. Brownie, take them out. Yeah, this has been a complete learning experience for me. I had no idea that the greater bears were so good. Lots of HP, lots of armour. The armour seems to be the big thing we're finding with a lot of these creatures. Is that they might have reasonable HP, sorry, but they have got really poor armour, so they take a ton of damage. And their HP goes down so quick because it's not getting mitigated by armour. But he's got more armour than a human would probably have in a fully decked out set of epic armour. Heavy armour. Okay, let me see. Let me just get out of here before I read any more. There we go. 5 damage to Brownie, yeah. When he's got 8,900 HP. Sheriff Noman, I will try my bear in Sipta and let you know next week. So the bear works in Sipta as well. Hobo Gaming is doing a series on Sipta at the moment where he's trying out. He's got a Zingarian guard dog he's playing it with his friend John, and John has the Zingarian guard dog, and he has the deformed bear, which is the same stats as this one, but it eats meat instead of fish, so it's easier to feed. And yeah, they're doing vaults and stuff with their bears and their dogs. Easy. Suburban Gaming Dad is in. Maybe we can convince Anger to do his next live stream series as a group nomad run. Oh well, you never know. Sesame's down for that. PG Bane, what's it? Was a bear that was adopted by the 2nd Polish Corps during World War II. During one battle, they started carrying boxes of gun shells to help rearm the artillery guns. Wow, I never knew that. Interesting. Oh, we're outside the Mounds of the Dead again. Dig him. Bing. We did Mounds of the Dead last week, didn't we? There's probably nothing very exciting to do here. I can't think of anything that we can do that's nearby because we've only got 8 minutes left. So maybe what we'll do. Wrong bit. I'll check up here and see if it's a Leonil. That entertainer there is a dude, so it's not Leonil. So we'll go and grab ourselves another berserker, and then I think we'll call it a night. Is it in this one? Let me see. What says I would be down depending on how laggy. That is the big problem. So the initial Nomad run was done on my server, but the folk from the US, it was just a bit too laggy for them. I've went the wrong way. It's this way, isn't it? So now I think they're doing it on Trip server. And oh, get out of her attack pattern. Oh no, don't stop. Flee. Down you go. Oh, I missed. She's totally aggroed on him though. There we go. She's down. Oops. Yeah, so now it's on Trip server, which is in the US, and then that obviously causes lag problems for the EU people. So it's a kind of lose-lose opportunity there. That archer really saw a woman with a shield and a giant bear coming at him and went, I shall shoot the shield, ignoring the angry bear. He just didn't know how good Brownie was. Yeah, so Sesame said, lag, got my first Nomad, but I'll love to play with the Nomad Anger. Rot branch, yeah, we haven't quite got time to do that. I think we're probably going to call it now. I'm going to ride back to the base with this berserker and stick it on the wheel. But it's 5-2. We're 5 minutes early, but I think we'll, instead of just hanging about filling in time, we'll probably call it here. Let me just finish up to see. Grisnat, you get the name Taskmaster from the new Maria of the Whites. You do indeed. Look for her for a while now and she's refused to show up. Hi Scott Cooney, good to see you. Never noticed you there. First person shooter says, last week I got a saber-tooth cub and a greater saber-tooth first shot. At level 5, took it to Zelha and it one-shots gorillas. Yeah, it will do because they do a lot of damage. They're certainly great for damage. What might be... Well, no, we did try it one week. We took the bear out. We did a we did a war party where we took the Brownie the Bear as the tank with the Irritate perk on, and we had Katian, our Greater Sabertooth, without Irritate on as the damage dealer. But because you don't get the plus 20 stats, we were up at the Mounds of the Dead, and Katian almost got killed because of the damage that gets done up here and the lack of armor that it's got. But maybe if we level it up, get it to a higher level, it might be on the go. Because so still got about 20 minutes on the egg. Yeah, it was an hour and 10 minutes, and we put them in with like 50 minutes of the stream left, so we'll have them ready for next one. But also stream. Yeah, okay, that's good chat. Okay, thank you everybody for turning up tonight. Sorry, we're finishing a little bit early. It's only 4 minutes, but it gives you 4 minutes more to go and enjoy what's left of your weekend, what's left of your Easter. I'm away to go and get myself a whiskey and have some of my Easter egg and catch up with the missus. But thank you all for turning up. Thanks for all the people in the chat, as always. Thanks for the new subs. Fantastic. Have a great what's left of your weekend. Have a great week, and I'll catch you back next week for the next time. Okay. Bye now.